What if the reason your Lexus doesn't last 300,000 miles has nothing to do with the car and everything to do with you? Lexus has built its reputation on bulletproof reliability, but that reputation comes with a dangerous assumption that the car can handle anything. The truth is, small everyday habits, things most drivers never think twice about, are quietly causing some of the most expensive damage possible. From simple maintenance shortcuts to driving behaviors that slowly wear your engine down, these mistakes don't feel wrong until the repair bill hits. In today's video, we're breaking down 7 costly mistakes Lexus owners make without realizing it, and the one mistake might shock you because it's responsible for more engine failures than any design flaw ever recorded. Number 7. Skipping differential. Fluid on AWD models. If your Lexus is all-wheel drive, like the RX, NX, or GX, you've got front and rear differentials working hard every time you drive. These components handle serious torque, and they rely on clean fluid to stay protected. Here's the problem: that fluid doesn't last forever. Heat, friction, and time break it down, reducing its ability to properly lubricate the gears. Lexus and Toyota typically recommend changing differential fluid every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, depending on how and where you drive. But most owners completely overlook it. It's not included in a standard oil change, and unless you ask, many shops won't bring it up. Skipping this service can get expensive fast. A simple differential fluid change usually costs between $100 and $200 at an independent shop. Ignore it long enough, and you could end up with whining gears, grinding noises, and eventually a full rebuild, costing anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000. At that point, many owners start thinking about selling the car. The reality? This is one of the quickest maintenance jobs out there, often done in under 30 minutes. There's really no excuse to skip it, especially when it can save you thousands and keep your Lexus running the way it was designed to. Number 6. Ignoring fuel injectors and intake valve cleaning. If your Lexus has a direct injection engine, and many newer models do, carbon buildup isn't a possibility, it's inevitable. Unlike older systems, direct injection sprays fuel straight into the combustion chamber, not over the intake valves. That means those valves never get cleaned by fuel, allowing carbon deposits to build up over time. As mileage climbs, that buildup starts choking airflow into the engine. The result? Rough idling, misfires, sluggish acceleration, and noticeable power loss. The proper fix isn't a simple additive, it's a professional cleaning service called walnut blasting. Technicians use crushed walnut shells and compressed air to safely remove carbon from the valves. It typically costs between $300 and $600 depending on the engine. Ignore it long enough, and the problem can escalate. Excessive carbon can damage valve seals and even affect engine compression, repairs that can run into the thousands. If your direct injection Lexus has crossed 60,000 miles and hasn't had this service done, you're already behind. Staying ahead of carbon buildup keeps your engine running smoothly, efficiently, and performing the way it should. Number 5. Letting the battery die repeatedly. Letting your Lexus battery die over and over is a quiet way to create expensive problems. Modern Lexus vehicles are loaded with electronic systems that never fully shut down. Features like the navigation system, keyless entry, security system, and multiple control modules are always drawing small amounts of power, even when the car is parked. When the battery dies and you jumpstart the car, it may seem fine, but behind the scenes, things reset. Power windows can lose calibration, climate control systems forget their positions, and the engine may run unevenly for a while as the ECU relearns. On its own, that's manageable. But repeated battery failures make things worse. Over time, constant power loss can corrupt data in critical components like the instrument cluster, infotainment system, and even the engine control unit. That's where it gets expensive. Replacing an ECU on a Lexus can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, plus programming at the dealership. Compare that to a quality AGM battery, which typically costs $200 to $300. If your Lexus sits unused for days or weeks, a battery maintainer is a smart investment. It keeps voltage stable and protects all those sensitive electronics, saving you thousands in the long run. Number 4. The washing habit slowly damaging your Lexus paint. Using dish soap might seem harmless, but it strips away your car's wax and protective coatings. That leaves the paint exposed to UV rays, dirt, and contaminants, which leads to fading, oxidation, and eventually clear coat damage. Restoring that finish can cost anywhere from $500 to over $2,000 per panel. Automatic car washes aren't much better. The rotating brushes often trap dirt and debris from other vehicles, which gets dragged across your paint. Over time, this creates swirl marks, fine scratches, and a dull, worn look. Even Lexus models with advanced clear coats can still suffer from repeated chemical and brush damage. The better option is simple: a hand wash using a pH-neutral car shampoo and the 2-bucket method. It's safer, cheaper, and helps keep your Lexus looking new for years. Number 3. The braking habit quietly destroying your Lexus rotors. Lexus SUVs are heavier than they look. An RX 350 is over 4,000 pounds, while an LX 600 pushes close to 6,000. That weight puts serious stress on your brakes. Riding the brake downhill builds extreme heat, causing the rotors to expand unevenly. When they cool, the surface warps slightly, leading to that annoying vibration when you brake. Another mistake? Hard braking from high speeds, then holding the pedal at a stop. This transfers pad material unevenly onto overheated rotors, creating high spots. Brake jobs aren't cheap. Expect $600 to $900 for an RX and over $1,000 for higher-end models. The fix is simple. Use engine braking. Downshift or switch to manual mode on descents, less heat, smoother braking, and your rotors last much longer. Number 2. The overlooked service that can quietly damage your Lexus braking system. Brake fluid naturally absorbs moisture over time, even in a sealed system. This reduces its boiling point, increases internal corrosion, and can cause a soft or inconsistent brake pedal, especially under heavy braking where Lexus systems are designed to perform precisely. Toyota recommends changing brake fluid every 3 years, no matter the mileage. The service typically costs around $100 to $150. But if it's ignored for years, the damage adds up. Corroded brake lines, sticking calipers, and even failure of the ABS module. Replacing an ABS unit alone can cost over $2,000, while a full set of calipers can push past $1,000. A simple fluid flush is cheap maintenance that protects one of the most important safety systems in your car. Number 1. The small filter that can cause big Lexus problems. It seems minor, but ignoring your cabin air filter can get expensive fast. This filter sits between outside air and your HVAC blower. Once it's clogged with dust and debris, airflow drops and the blower motor works harder, wearing it out sooner. A new filter costs just $15 to $30 and takes about 5 minutes to swap. But a failed blower motor? That's $300 to $600. It gets worse. A dirty filter can lead to mold and bacteria building up on the evaporator behind it, causing that nasty, musty smell every time you use the AC. Fixing that can cost hundreds more. Change your cabin air filter every 15,000 to 20,000 miles. It's quick, cheap, and prevents bigger problems.